Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Live. I am Alissa, the consultress, your hostess for this fundamental series about how to continue to evolve your business success. So today we are talking about partnerships. In the S.I.M.P.L.E framework, we address strategy, implementation, and metrics, then partnerships, leadership, and empowerment that help to augment the strategy, implementation, and metrics. So today we get to dive right in to the meat and potatoes about what makes partnerships so valuable in your networking, in your network, and in your life and business. For me, when I look at my network, I survey the relationships that I've built over the last 20 plus years. And they say that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you've ever heard me speak about the one business tool that I would continue to use if someone were to Men in Black wipe my brain and leave me with just one tool, it's the one that I'm about to share with you today. Because as we grow and evolve in our businesses, we take a look at who we've already talked about in our client base, looking at our personal experiences and what makes us ever more valuable, how to segment our client base and our book of business between A, B, and see you later clients, and then measuring what's meaningful. So when we look at partnerships, we are also going to take that same segmentation that we look at in who we serve and why we love to serve them, and we put that squarely in who do we align ourselves with to be able to shout from the rooftops that value which we believe so deeply in, and who do we need to continue to connect with and introduce ourselves to that we want to learn and grow from. So partnerships work in both ways. They can help to support us in our growth and in what we want to continue to do to stretch and grow. And also they can support who we already know that we would like to select to be able to share our evolving message with the world, because no marketing happens in a vacuum. How many times have we heard people say, I'm self-made, or I'm a one-man army? You know, it's a very isolating feeling where we feel like we have to take on everything and do it all ourselves. And what does that give us? That leaves us with that feeling of lack, that we can't trust anyone, that we need to do everything ourselves. And I have been stuck there. As a parent, it's pervasive. As a partner in a marriage, it can really be insidious and start to break apart those partnerships, but really no one does it alone. So when we think about having an evolving business, what are some of the things that come to your mind about support, resources, and encouragement? People that help us share our message, people that help to bring our business systems to life. Maybe it's an operations partner, maybe it's a marketing guru, maybe it's a class that you take. But all of these people have something to add to you so that you can continue to evolve and grow. Now, when we make these lists of people who we already know, love, and trust, who know, love, and trust us, who do you want to select to be your best advocate? Take a few minutes and write down the first 3 names that come to mind.
What was that question?
Who do you already have an established relationship with, that you're in that rapport, know, like, and trust zone, that you choose to have an advocate for you in your business? And then take a look at, from your network, who is it that you would really like to build continuous relationship with? Who do you really want to make more reasons to hang out? Who do you want to invite to have more meaningful conversations? And then when we have these lists of people, this is just a cursory list. I'll ask you to take this home with you and kind of drill down a little bit. But when we make this list, now we're going to ask ourselves 2 questions from each of these categories. How can I serve this person? And what is it that they need? Because rather than having a focus of myself outwards, I'm putting on that what do they need mentality, and reaching out to say, how can I serve you? What is it that you need? What are you up to right now? And so this starts to generate momentum. And it's from you outward, but it is like that goodwill that emanates from you into your community space. What is it that you need? How can I help you? And we can build to-do lists on this, right? We can make ourselves an entire full-time job wondering how we can serve others and what type of information they need that we can help connect them to, that we could become professional networkers. But that's not the goal here. The goal here is to say, Now that I'm seeing all these people that I want to connect further with, who I want to be advocates for me in my business, let's create a consistent space for those meaningful relationships to build deeper roots so that we can have access to one another's network and perspectives, get the agility of making decisions faster with more um, connection and more informed decision making when we have a problem or a growth edge, going to these people to ask for their help. Because, by the way, when we ask people for help, that empowers them to build their relationship with us too. Sometimes we think that asking for help makes us look weak, but I beg to differ. I think asking for help, and I've experienced this in my own life, asking for help, it endears people to you. So allow people to give to you. And then so access and agility. And the third piece that you're going to get leverage on here is acceleration, because you get to go further faster. So there's this African proverb that says, if you want to go far, no, sorry, excuse me. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Well, my friends, if you want to go fast and far, this is where this tool takes shape, because it allows you to go further, faster together. And the mechanism that does so is the time and tested true version taught in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, where he surveyed captains of industry, goes all the way back to our founding fathers. This mechanism is the mechanism of the mastermind. You creating a space to allow the people in your life who you want to make relationship deposits to, who you'd like to give to you to learn from and provide value to. Maybe they become clients, maybe they become advocates. Creating a space where you allow them access to each other and to be both served and be of value. This is the magic secret of how to build relationships quickly and deeply while making the best use of your time. So I'm going to open it up for questions here in just a few minutes, but basically the form and function of a mastermind is you host something on a regular basis in a small group format where everyone has the opportunity to share their wins. So everyone gets an idea about the values and the things people are celebrating in their life and in their work. A place to say what is their growth edge and what they could use advice, resources, and support in. And actually, not only just from you in that ever-growing to-do list, but from one another, receive the feedback and the wisdom from the people gathered there. So it's not just you to many, it's everyone to each other, building a real, true community. And then finally, making a commitment to stretch. Because inside of this format of building a mastermind is always a declaration of one thing that you're going to do to move the needle in your world, in your business. And when you make that commitment and you declare it publicly, everyone in that room is going to be cheering you on, because A, you have been of service and value. B, you have been willing to be served by them. Now they're invested in your story. And you get to leave there and take action in the world. When you host this type of meeting consistently, the partnerships within there help your business to grow exponentially. This format is what helped me to raise my first $1 million in real estate. It helped me to build an organization from scratch when I wanted to homeschool my children and have them learning from an experiential base at the outset. So I know this is really powerful. I've seen it used time and time again over the last 12 plus years in my life since I learned it. And I'm here to share with you, make these lists of the people that already know, like, and trust you, and the people that you'd like to continue to develop and make deeper relationships with, and the folks who you'd like to learn from, and create that space of community where they can be served and serve together. Because powerfully, that is what creates such magnetism in your partnerships that allows you to be served and for you to serve even bigger and go further, faster. So with that, I'm going to open it up for questions. Just hang for me one second.